For decades, Blackwood Forest was believed to be haunted. But the whispers, the disappearances, the voices were never the real danger. They were warnings. Something ancient had been imprisoned beneath the forest. And now, it was awake. The ground continued to tremble beneath Sarah's feet. The ancient stone circle cracked apart with a deafening roar. Centuries-old tree roots twisted away as if they were alive, pulling back from the opening. Cold air rushed upward from the darkness below, not the cool air of an underground cave. Something older, something that smelled of damp stone, ash, and decay. Sarah aimed her flashlight into the pit. The beam disappeared. It was as though the darkness swallowed the light itself. "How deep is it?" she whispered. Ranger Daniel didn't answer. His face had gone pale. "I've spent 30 years making sure nobody found this place." Sarah looked at him. "You knew." "I knew enough to stay away." A low sound echoed from below. Not a growl, not a roar. It sounded like someone taking a very slow breath. The earth vibrated with every inhale, every exhale. Then, the whispers returned. Only this time, they weren't coming from the trees. They were coming from beneath the ground. Thousands of voices speaking at once. Some cried, some laughed, some begged for help. Others simply repeated one sentence. "Don't let it remember you." Sarah frowned. "What does that mean?" Daniel slowly stepped backward. "It doesn't hunt people. It collects them." Without warning, the flashlight in Sarah's hand flickered. For one split second, the darkness below was illuminated. Something moved, not upward, sideways. A massive shape crawling across the walls beneath the earth. Far too large to fit inside the cavern. Yet somehow, it did. The light died again. Sarah's heart pounded. "You saw that too?" Daniel nodded silently. The forest exploded with noise. Branches snapped. Birds erupted into the sky. Animals fled in every direction. Whatever slept beneath Blackwood Forest had begun to move. Far above, clouds gathered with unnatural speed. Thunder rolled across the sky. Yet there was no lightning, only darkness. At exactly that moment, every watch stopped. Every phone shut down. Every electronic device lost power. Time itself seemed to hesitate. Sarah felt something brush against her shoulder. She turned instantly. No one. Then she looked down. Fresh footprints surrounded them. Bare feet. Dozens of them, appearing one after another in the mud, as if invisible people were silently walking in circles around them. Daniel whispered, "Don't acknowledge them." The footprints stopped. A child's voice echoed behind Sarah. "Mom." Her breath caught. It was impossible. Emily, her daughter. Emily had died in a car accident 5 years earlier. The voice came again, soft, afraid. "I'm cold." Tears filled Sarah's eyes. She almost turned. Daniel grabbed her arm. "If you look, it learns your face." The forest suddenly fell silent. Every whisper vanished. Every sound disappeared. Even the wind stopped. Then, one enormous root burst from the ground. Another, then another. The roots twisted together, forming what looked like giant fingers. They wrapped around the edges of the pit and slowly pulled something upward. At first, only a hand appeared. It was impossibly pale. Its fingers were far too long. Its skin looked like cracked tree bark. Then came an arm, then a shoulder, then nothing. The rest of its body refused to reveal itself. It remained hidden inside the darkness. Only the hand rested on the surface. The fingers slowly tightened against the stone. Crack. The ancient carvings shattered. One by one, the names engraved into the stone circle began disappearing. Not fading, erasing, as though the people who carved them had never existed. Sarah stared in horror. "My name." The letters spelling Sarah Collins vanished. Daniel looked at her. "That's worse." She frowned. "What do you mean?" "It doesn't remember you anymore. It wants to learn you again." Suddenly, the pale hand began tapping against the stone. 3 slow taps. Tap, tap, tap. Daniel's eyes widened. "No, it's counting." The whispers returned. louder than ever. It's choosing. The hand stopped moving. One long finger slowly pointed, directly at Sarah. The forest screamed. Not the creature, the forest itself. Every tree bent away from the pit. Animals fled. The earth cracked. And from somewhere deep below, a second pair of glowing eyes opened. Then a third. Then dozens more. The creature wasn't alone. Sarah took one terrified step backward. Something whispered directly into her ear.